going on, everybody? So it is currently May 2nd, which means that the month of April in 2019 has come and gone. So that means it's time for my annual collection update. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope that you do enjoy this one. This is the video where I go through all the movies and video games that I picked up. I also, tell you some of the figures that I got. Like, you can see them in the background. I got a Negan figure and a Glenn figure right there, which I am in love with, and I love them right there on my entertainment center. I also will be giving away a good bit of digital copies throughout this video, so if you want to get some of the digital copies I'm going to be giving away, stay tuned. I'll give them out periodically while going through this decent sized collection update. And yeah, let's just get started. So first up, like always, I am going to start off with the video games that I picked up. And first up here is Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered on PS4. Now this was always one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I really do enjoy it, mainly because I always loved learning about the Revolutionary War. I always found that fascinating. It's honestly my favorite war and era I learned about, and I always loved researching it and stuff like that. So seeing an Assassin's Creed game in it always was a big, a lot of fun for me, especially considering I know a lot about the Revolutionary War. So, because I am a kind of a history buff, so yeah, definitely glad that this got a PS4 release and remastered, and I'm glad they got a physical copy because they did Rogue. Rogue technically didn't come to disc in the US, but for some reason when I look on Walmart.com, they say that you can order it and get it shipped to your house. So let me know, is that a physical copy? Did a physical copy get released in the US and I just didn't know about it for Assassin's Creed Rogue on PS4? Let me know all that down in the comments, because if so, I gotta jump up on that because I loved Rogue. I honestly think that Rogue should have came to PS4 instead of Unity, because they both came out the same day, the same year, all of that, and I liked Rogue more than Unity. So yeah, but definitely can't wait to, replay this one, revisit it. See, I heard here that they changed, the crafting and the map, so I'm very curious to see how they changed it, because I remember pre-ordering this at GameStop on the Xbox 360 when it was coming out. I still have the GameStop exclusive Steelbook that they gave out for the Assassin's Creed, so, yeah, really can't wait to check this one out, revisit it. And you get all the DLC that's including Liberation, which was a solo story that they just released digitally that I never got a chance to check out. So yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 here on PS4. And the next one that I picked up, which I did get the collector's edition of, and that is Days Gone. I got this one from the Best Buy, which it came with the steelbook, as you can see. Pretty nice. Yeah, got this one from the Best Buy. I was going to do an unboxing video of the collector's edition, and I was going to live stream it day one, but Best Buy kind of fucked up my order, and they shipped my copy of the game to a store that was 80 miles away from me, so I had to change it to get it shipped to the house, and I didn't get it till Tuesday. So by then I was like, other people already have the collector's update, edition, unboxed and everything. It's just too late to get that out. And, then live streaming it, I figured that, if you're watching gameplay of it, you've already are watching it from someone else. So basically I just decided to just, play it on the PS4 Pro, enjoy it in 4K, and just enjoy it, by myself. But I have been thinking about doing, as a live stream series, or just videos of getting World War Z and playing that with a group of friends, well, mainly my brother, and maybe try to get some of our other friends to get it. So if you're interested in watching me play World War Z, which I think could be a fun, time and video-wise, let me know that down in the comments. Or if you want to see Days Gone, I will restart it. I'm not that far into it to begin with, because I just started last night. But yeah, let me know all that down in the comments. But that's Days Gone on PS4, and the collector's edition is actually really nice. But now I'm gonna get into the movies, which is a decent stack. It's not as big as previous months, because I am trying to, cut back on my spending and start saving money, because I am wanting to apply to film school. and I'm gonna have to move out of state for that. So gonna have to start saving up and getting ready for that. So gonna try to cut back, but I'm addicted to buy movies, so who knows. But yeah, like always, I am going to start off with the movies that I have unboxed on the channel. So there are videos up of the unboxings if you want to see the packaging and all that. But first up here is a movie I wanted to see in theaters that I didn't get a chance to see, and that is Vice. I did get a chance to watch this one. I did enjoy this one. Is it as good as people said it was? No, it's well acted. It's different. Like, it has like different takes on, like, you know, a political story, like the way that they directed it and stuff like that. I did enjoy this one. It's not as good as people thought it was. I guess I just had my hopes set too high for this. But yeah, really, a really fun title. It's very, you know, interesting, and it did, you know, teach me a lot of stuff that I didn't know, because I don't remember when Dick Cheney was in office and all that, because I was real young, so I wasn't keeping up with politics like I am now. But yeah, definitely, you know, educational. And so yeah, definitely check this one out, especially if you're a fan of Christian Bale, Amy Adams, and Sam Rockwell, or even Steve Carell. Steve Carell does a great job. I love Steve Carell in all these drama movies that he's doing. So yeah, that's Vice here on Blu-ray. Next up is another movie I want to see in theaters that I didn't get a chance to see, and that is On the Basis of Sex. I have yet to watch this one. I haven't really had that much time to watch it, or I just haven't really been in the mood to watch another movie like this, like Vice. But really looking forward to watching it. Like I said, I am kind of a history buff, so anything history and like movie-wise, you know, based off true stories of people's actual lives, I am really always interested in them. But yeah, hopefully this is really good. I remember hearing mixed things about it. But yeah, that's On the Basis of Sex. Next is a movie that I really didn't have any interest in seeing in theaters. It didn't really look interesting to me. But, you know, it got really good reviews, so I was like, okay, when it came out, I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to buy it and watch it. And that is The Kid Who Would Be King on 4K. I did watch this one. I did really enjoy this one. I thought that this was a fun time, you know, a new and interesting take on the story of Merlin, storyline and stuff like that. So, yeah, definitely, you know, worth watching, especially if you kind of like, you know, quirky kid films about, you know, Merlin and fantasy and stuff like that. Also, it looks great on 4K. But that's The Kid Who Would Be King. And the last one that I have of an unboxing of, and that is Escape Room. I did see this one in theaters. I do have a review of it on the channel. I did that back in January. I did rewatch it just recently, and you know what? I did enjoy it a lot more the second time. I enjoyed it the first time a lot, except for the ending, and the way they opened up it. I still think that the ending is kind of stupid on how they're setting up for a sequel, and I think that the opening is still stupid. But nonetheless, this is a fun movie. The rooms and like the design of the rooms and the way they shot it and stuff is just amazing. Like, it is awe-inspiring, especially like the billiards room. That is probably my favorite room that they did. I think that is the coolest set design ever. And yeah, definitely check this one out if you haven't. It was advertised like a horror movie. It's not horror. It's not horror at all. It is a fun thriller that has comedy aspects to it. So definitely check this one out if you haven't. But that's Escape Room. And then let's see here. Which code do I want to give away first? Well, since I showed it off already, I might as well. I am going to give away the code to Escape Room. So, there it is. So, yeah, there's Escape Room. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do redeem this code, let people know down in the comments. Don't be a dick and, you know, let people keep trying it. Let us know down in the comments that you did redeem this one. So one more time, get real up close to the camera. Hopefully it shows. Is it going to show? I don't know if it's going to show. Hopefully you guys can see that. If not, you know, in the links, I'll have a link to my Instagram. Message me over there, and I will take a picture of it and send it to you. So, yeah, but regardless, next up is, I finally finished my collection of Game of Thrones seasons, and the last one I needed was Game of Thrones Season 2 on Blu-ray. I did finally pick this one up. I had to get Barnes & Nobles to order it for me, and had to make sure it was the right packaging, because, I want the really nice, thick package that they have instead of the standard Amaray case. But, yeah, pick this one up for $60. This is the most that I've spent on a Game of Thrones season, but this one is kind of out of print, so I think it's worth it. But now I own all of them except for Season 8, and if you haven't been checking out my Season 8 reviews, go check those out, because those are a lot of fun, and I am going to keep doing them until Season 8 ends. But yeah, that's Game of Thrones Season 2 on Blu-ray. Hopefully, at the end of the show that they will do a box set. I know they already have a box set for the Blu-rays, but hopefully they'll do a box set for the 4K. Like, they put the first season on 4K. Hopefully they'll put all of them on 4K in a box set after Season 8 ends. But now we're going to get into the other movies that have this next stack, which, have no slipcovers. First up here is Resident Evil, the final chapter here on 4K. I picked this one up from a pawn shop for like $2, so definitely had to jump up on that. I have only seen the first Resident Evil movie. I have all of them on my Vudu account except for this one, but now I have this one on disc. I just got the codes from friends that they gave me, so yeah, gonna, watch all of them, and hopefully this isn't as bad as people said it was. But you know what, for $2 on 4K, you can't go wrong. But that's Resident Evil here, the final chapter. Next is another movie that I got from the pawn shop for like $1, and that is Solace. I remember wanting to see this one when it came out. I'm a big fan of Anthony Hopkins and Colin Farrell, but mainly, what sold me on this was Anthony Hopkins and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. If you don't know, Jeffrey Dean Morgan plays Negan on Walking Dead. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, obviously, because I have a little figurine of Negan right there, swinging Lucille. But yeah, can't wait to check this one out. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but hopefully this is good. But that's Solace here on Blu-ray. Another movie that I picked up, and this was at Walmart in the $5 bin, and that is Mama. I still haven't watched this one yet. I remember when this came out, this was before I got into horror movies. I remember I was going to watch this with my cousin. She recorded off of DirecTV, but she messed up and recorded it in Spanish. So since I was taking Spanish, I was sitting there, translating what they were saying, even though I don't know any Spanish really. So I was just making up shit. So it was a lot of fun. But, and I'll always have that memory of this movie, trying to watch this movie for the first time. But yeah, that's Mama right here on Blu-ray. Let me know if this is any good. Hopefully it is. It's got Jessica Chastain and the guy that plays Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. So yeah, hopefully this one's good. Next up is another movie that I've actually never heard of, and that is Crazy Heart here with Jeff Bridges and Maggie Gyllenhaal. I'm a big Jeff Bridges fan. And so when I saw this in the $5 bin at Best Buy, because Best Buy now has a $5 bin, I had to pick this one up. And actually a good bit of these are from the $5 bin at Best Buy. But yeah, Crazy Heart here on Blu-ray. Never seen it, never even heard of it, but I have it now, so I am going to get around to watching it. But yeah, that's Crazy Heart here. Next up, another pickup from the $5 bin at Best Buy, and that is Master and Command with Russell Crowe. Never heard of this one either, but my brother says it's actually really good, so I am definitely going to have to check this one out pretty soon. But it's got Russell Crowe in it, so it should be good, or at least decent. But that's Master and Command. Next, we have another $5 pickup from Best Buy, and that is The Negotiator with Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey. Never heard of this one, but Samuel L. Jackson in a cop, thriller kind of sold me on it. And I want to say it's directed by F. Gary Gray, which I want to say he did Fast 8. I could be wrong. Or is he the one that did King Arthur with Charlie Hunnam? I can't remember. I think he did one of those. Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's The Negotiator. It looks interesting, the cover wise, and it sounded interesting. So I was like, for $5, might as well. But yeah, that's The Negotiator. Let me know if this is any good, because I've never heard of it. Another movie that I've wanted to see for a while now, I just never got a chance to watch it, and I saw it at the pawn shop for $2, and that is The Theory of Everything, about Stephen Hawking with Eddie Redmayne and Felicity Jones. I'm a big fan of both of them, and when this got such great reviews, so definitely can't wait to check this one out. But that's The Theory of Everything. Next is another movie that I wanted to see when it came out, but I wasn't allowed to see it, and I finally got a chance to pick it up and watch it, and I got it $5 at Target, and that is Paul. I really enjoyed this one. I love Seth Rogen. I love, Simon Pegg and Jason Bateman, so ultimately I just kind of fell in love with this movie. I think that is really funny, really smart, and I had a hell of a time with it. But yeah, that's Paul here. Let me know what you guys thought of it. What's your favorite Seth Rogen movie? What's your favorite, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost movie or Jason Bateman movie? Let me know all that down in the comments, because like I said, I'm a big fan of both of them, all of them, except for I'm not the biggest fan of Shaun of the Dead. I know that's not going to be a popular opinion, but I'm not. I mean, I think it's okay. I think it has funny moments, but it's not as great as people say it is. But this was actually really great. So yeah, that's Paul here. Next, I got another classic that I've never seen of an 80s comedy, and that is Fast Times at Ridgemont High, another $5 pickup at Target. Never seen this one, but, I feel like I need to, and now that I have it, I will definitely get around to watching it. So, yeah, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I keep hearing people say that if you like John Hughes, is it done by John Hughes? No, it's not done by John Hughes. I didn't think it was, but it's something that's been on my list to watch for a while now, so I figured why not for $5. Next is another movie that I found at the pawn shop for like $1, and that is Siberia. I wanted to get this when it came out, because I'm a big Keanu Reeves fan, and, I really will watch anything that he's in. And I know this didn't get great reviews, but I held off on it from, $16, and I was like, okay, I'm eventually going to get it. Maybe on Black Friday it dropped low enough and I'll get it. But at the pawn shop for $1, I had to pick this one up, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. I might do, like, a live video watching it and let y'all know if it's any good or not. But, yeah, that's Siberia here on Blu-ray. Almost done with this stack. But before that, I need to give away another digital copy. Which, next up, I will give away the code for Mama. So, yeah. And hopefully you guys redeem this one and enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments, like I said, if you do redeem it, because we ain't trying to be dicks here. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. And like I said, if you can't see it well to redeem it, message me either on Facebook or Instagram. Links will be in the description, and I will send you guys a picture of it. So yeah, there goes that one. Trying to see which one I'm going to give away next. Okay. But yeah, let's just get back to the stack. Next up is another one that I picked up at the pawn shop, and that is a movie with Reese Witherspoon, and that is Home Again. I know this got really bad reviews. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was funny. It's, has a lot of heart. And I love Nat Wolff. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So that's Home Again. Let me know what you guys thought of it. What's your favorite Reese Witherspoon movie? I'm not the biggest fan of her. I like her. I think she's a really good actress. But at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't really care for her in. But yeah, definitely really did enjoy this one. And that's Home Again on Blu-ray. Next is another movie that I got at a pawn shop, but this one was brand new, and it was $4.99, so $5. And I've never seen it, but I know it's something I definitely need to watch, and it's been on my list for a while now. And that is Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story here on Blu-ray. I'm a big fan of John C. Reilly, so it definitely is one that I am going to watch soon, very soon. I'm probably going to watch it maybe late at night. But yeah, that's Walk Hard, a Dewey Cox story. Let me know if this is any good. Is this your favorite John C. Reilly movie? Is it not? Let me know which one is. But yeah, can't wait to check this one out. Next is another movie that I have never heard of, but it has Chris Evans and Michael Shannon and James Franco, and that is The Iceman. Just by those three actors alone sold me on it. It was $5 at Walmart in the $5 bin, and then it's a heist film, or some type of undercover. Just the plot of it sounded really intriguing, and so the cast alone sold me, but then the plot even more sold me on it. So that's The Iceman. Haven't checked this one out, but definitely am going to. But yeah, The Iceman right there. And the last one that I picked up before I get to the stack with slipcovers is another one that I picked up at the pawn shop for like $4.99. That was brand new, and that is How Do You Know with Reese Witherspoon, Owen Wilson, Paul Rudd, and Jack Nicholson. I'd never heard of this one. This one was alright. It's not as great as I thought it was going to be. Like I said, Reese Witherspoon, I'm not the hugest fan of. Like, I like her in a lot of stuff, but then there is, it's just not something I go out of my way to watch her in. But she is a great actress. I will say that. But Paul Rudd, I'm a big fan of Paul Rudd. Owen Wilson is okay, depending on who he's teamed up with, and Jack Nicholson is, pretty good. But, I mainly bought this for Paul Rudd, and yeah, it was okay. It's not a bad watch. I definitely will probably watch it again. But yeah, that's How Do You Know. Let me know if you've seen this one. But yeah, that's How You Know on Blu-ray. So let's put these back. Hold on. Got kind of organize. But before I get back into it, I am going to give away another digital copy. This is the third one. And this is Game of Thrones, the complete second season, The Code. I do have 2 more seasons of Game of Thrones to give away. See, this is season 2. I have 3 and 4. So those are 2 other ones that I'm going to give away. But this is season 2 Code right there. So yeah, hopefully if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, you redeem this and you get to watching it immediately, because this is my favorite show of all time. But yeah, let's just continue on. Still got a good bit of codes to give away, and not that many movies left to show, so I'm going to have to kind of show some codes back to back. So that should be fun. But next up here is a movie that I do have a review up for, which I love, and that is the 4K of Glass. I have rewatched this one. I watched all the special features on it. I love this movie. Honestly, this is probably my second or third favorite movie of this year so far, and I have seen just about every movie of this year. Number 1 being Endgame, and either this is number 2 or How to Train Your Dragon 3 is number 2. And whichever one becomes number 2 will the next one will go to 3. But regardless, I love this movie. I think this is a fantastic movie. I think it's a great sequel to Split, and an even better sequel to Unbreakable. I love everything about it. But yeah, I'm not going to talk any more about it. If you want to hear my thoughts and opinions, go check out my review for it. But yeah, that's the 4K of Glass. Looks great on 4K too. Boy, does it look great. Another movie that I picked up and I upgraded to 4K is Alien, the 40th anniversary. I haven't checked this one out since I upgraded it. I'm sure it looks great though. I really do love this cover. Hopefully they do Aliens, because Aliens I like more than Alien. So I am hoping that they get that upgraded to 4K. But yeah, that's Alien here, the 40th anniversary. Let me know if this looks good on 4K. I'm pretty sure it does though. But yeah, Alien there on 4K. This was kind of a month that I kind of upgraded a couple of things. So Next up, another one I upgraded to 4K, and that is The Witch, a movie that I love, and I mean truly love. It's creepy, it is out there, it is just great. Anya Taylor-Joy is honestly one of my favorite actresses working today. I love her. I love her in Split. I love her in Glass. I love her in The Witch. I loved her in Thoroughbreds. Just everything I've seen her in, I fell in love with. And this is probably, you know, the weirdest movie I have ever watched. If you haven't checked this one out, check this one out. This one is great. It is out there, so if you don't like weird movies or dark movies, don't check this one out. But if you do, definitely check this one out. They talk in old colonial tongue, so you might want to watch it with subtitles. I'm hoping that the 4K helps, you know, up the, you know, sound of it, and I can't wait to see how this one looks in 4K, because it's a lot of natural lighting. So yeah, definitely can't wait to check this one out on 4K. But that's The Witch here on 4K. Which, speaking of The Witch, I am going to give away that code as soon as I can find it. I think it's right there, right? Yep. Alright. So here is the digital copy of The Witch. So if you have not seen it, definitely, you know, redeem this one. That's how you spell it. Redeem this one and check it out. It is great. But yeah, that's The Witch there. Alright. Next is a movie that I had no clue was coming out. I didn't even know it was made until I heard Coulter talking about it. And that is Dragged Across Concrete. This is done by the director, from the writer and director of Bone Tomahawk and Brawl in Cell Block 99. I haven't seen Bone Tomahawk, but I have seen Brawl in Cell Block 99, which I love. I think that is a great movie, starring Vince Vaughn. And this one is a movie starring Mel Gibson and Vince Vaughn. So, yeah, I hear nothing but great things, because as soon as I heard about it, I started researching it, and I hear nothing but great things, so I can't wait to check this one out. But that is Dragged Across Concrete. Next is another movie that I bought, and I only bought it for the slipcover, and it was $5, and it came for $5 movie cash to go see the new Godzilla movie, and that is Edge of Tomorrow, which I love how it says Edge of Tomorrow, not Live, Die, Repeat, because I think that's stupid that they changed it. But I really did enjoy this movie. I'm not the biggest Tom Cruise fan. I like him just like I do Reese Witherspoon, which I prefer Reese Witherspoon over Tom Cruise, even though you can't compare them. But I think that Tom Cruise is really good in this movie. And so, yeah, really fun action movie. I do think this will give 4K release of it, and I will upgrade it. But for the time being, I am okay with just having this edition with this slipcover, which I do like this slipcover, which Walmart has slipcovers now for like the Mag, Skyscraper, Rampage, and a couple of other, you know, Warner Brother releases that has new slipcovers, and then movie cash to go see the new Godzilla. So if you're interested in that, go check out your local Walmart. But yeah, that's Edge of Tomorrow here. Next is a movie that I've been wanting to see since I saw it was coming out, and I missed it in March, I want to say it came out, because I didn't have the money for it, extra money for it, and that is Vox Lux, here with Natalie Portman and Jude Law. Huge Natalie Portman fan and huge Jude Law fan, so definitely want to check this one out. I haven't heard anything really about it, but it looks weird and it looks good, so I had to pick it up, but can't wait to check this one out. Let me know if you like this one or not. That's Vox Lux here. Next is another classic movie that I haven't ever seen, and don't hate me for it, but that is I Am Legend, which I picked up on 4K. Been meaning to pick this one up for a while now on 4K, just never got around to it, but, you know, I decided, you know, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick up a older movie on 4K. It was either this or The Great Wall, which I've always wanted to see too, but I figured this has better reviews, so I might as well get this one. But yeah, definitely going to be checking this one out pretty soon, and I can't wait to see how it looks on 4K. But that's I Am Legend here. The next one that I picked up, and the only reason I picked up because I price matched it with Amazon for $10, and I upgraded it, and that is the 4K of Ex Machina. I really enjoy this one. I think that this is a great sci-fi movie. I really do enjoy it. I love how in depth it is, and like how you have to really pay attention. It doesn't dumb down the storyline for you. Alicia Vikander is great in this movie. So is Donald Gleason and Oscar Isaac. I love the cast of it. I love how it's small. Like, it's only really 3 actors, and it's set in one space. I love movies that are just a couple of actors set in a small place with a lot of dialogue. I love those type of movies. So really do love this, because you take all that and then you throw it in with a really good sci-fi thriller movie, and yeah, you can't get wrong with it. But that's Ex Machina here on 4K. Can't wait to see what this one looks in 4K. I think it's gonna look great, but definitely can't recommend this one enough. Next, I'm going to give away another digital copy, and I think this time I am going to give away the code for Alien, because I already have the code since I got it in my previous box, buying of it, and it wouldn't redeem it again and put it on 4K. So here's the code for Alien, a classic movie right here. So yeah, like always, I'm trying not to keep saying this, but I can't stress it enough. Let people know if you got this, because it's not cool to just redeem and not let people know, because it helps me know that people got it. So when people ask me, why it's not redeeming, I know that people already redeemed it. So let people know in the comments. Please, I can't stress that enough. But yeah, that's Alien here, the digital copy. And why not? I might as well give away another one, because I only got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies left to give away. So the next one I'm going to give away is Edge of Tomorrow code. So yeah, if you haven't seen this one, let me know what you thought of it. If you haven't seen any of these movies and you redeemed the code and you watched them, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. Come back to the video, let me know down in the comments, or message me on Instagram or Facebook like I've been saying. But yeah, there's Edge of Tomorrow code. But next up is a movie that I did see in theaters. I did really love this one. I love how it's different than how they advertised it. It's not what I was expecting, and the ending I did not see coming. And that is Serenity here on Blu-ray. I know this did not get great reviews. I don't know why. I know it had a lot of problems with like getting released and like kept getting pushed back. But I really enjoyed this one. I'm a huge Matthew McConaughey fan, a huge Anne Hathaway fan, and a Jason Clarke fan. So have been looking forward to this movie forever. Like, as soon as the first trailer came out, I've been looking forward to it. And then it kept getting pushed back. And it finally came out in January of this year. So, definitely saw this one in theaters and definitely fell in love with it. So, I can't wait to revisit this movie. And I love the cover of it. And it didn't stay long in my theaters. So that was like the other Matthew McConaughey movie that came out this year that I was looking forward to, Beach Bum. It didn't come to my theater, so I didn't get a chance to watch that one. But it comes out in June, I want to say. And I can't wait to check that one out. So, but yeah, Serenity here on Blu-ray. I can't recommend this one enough. I really think that this one got, it got wrongly reviewed by people. People just wanted to hate on it. And yeah, definitely just give it a chance. If you like movies that will, that you don't see what's coming and has a weird ending, if you like movies like that, like I do, then I'm sure you'll fall in love with it. But if you like just a standard movie where you don't really have to pay attention to it a lot, then you probably won't like this one. But yeah, definitely check this one out. Even if you just Redbox it, just check it out. And that's Serenity, because I think it flew under people's radars, and that's a shame, because I think a lot of people should see that one. Next up is another Keanu Reeves movie that I wanted to see in theaters, but I didn't get a chance to. It didn't get great reviews either, and I can see why this one didn't get great reviews, and that is Replicas here on Blu-ray. I actually really enjoyed this one. I got wrapped up in the story. I love the story. I love the acting. I like Keanu Reeves in this role. And the guy from Silicon Valley, Thomas Middleditch. I love their chemistry. Now, the CGI of this movie is really cheesy, like when the robot is moving and stuff like that. It is really bad, and it looks like it's just in early stages of computer animation. Uh, but if you can look past that and look past some of the cheesiness and just focus on the characters and the acting and the story, you know, not so much some of the cheesy lines that they say, but just the characters, and just invest yourself in this character that Keanu Reeves plays, I think you will really enjoy this one. But that's Replicas here on Blu-ray. Next is another movie that I upgraded, and I do have the Blu-ray slipcover on it, but it is the 4K. I can assure you that it is the 4K. I got this one at the same pawn shop I got Resident Evil at. So for $2, I figured I might as well upgrade it. And so, yeah, I do enjoy this movie. I've seen it once. I remember it kind of disappointed me because it wasn't what I was expecting it to be. It wasn't as good as I expected it to be. So I am really needing to go back and rewatch it. But I will be doing that on 4K. I'm sure it looks great on 4K. And maybe I can find the 4K slipcover eventually. Maybe. But, you know, if not, at least I have the Blu-ray slipcover still. But that's Life here on 4K. And I will show it again. It is 4K. I'm not just tricking y'all. It is 4K. So, yeah. Life here. So we got 4 more. And I have 4 more codes to give away. So next up, I will give away the code for Ex Machina. So there you go. Pause the video if you want to redeem it. And there is how you spell Machina, if you don't know. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this movie. Alright, so next up we have the 35th anniversary of The Karate Kid on 4K. This might get me a lot of hate, but I've actually never seen the original Karate Kid. I've seen the Jaden Smith one when I was younger. Always want to check this one out. And you know what? For the first time, my first time viewing is going to be on the best platform. So, really, I can't be mad that I haven't seen this one, because I am going to see it in the best possible way you can see this movie. So, yeah, that's The Karate Kid. Definitely going to be watching this one really soon, because I'm tired of my brother giving me shit for not watching this one. But, yeah, that's The Karate Kid here on 4K. Next up is one of my favorite, suspense thriller movies that I can constantly watch, and that is Man on Ledge on 4K. This is another one that I upgraded. I've owned this one on DVD, Blu-ray, and now 4K, and if they release 8K ever, I'm sure I will upgrade to 8K. But, yeah, this is just a fun heist movie where it's like misdirection, but it is a heist movie. I really enjoy this one. It has Sam Worthington, Elizabeth Banks, Jamie Bell, Anthony Mackie, Genius Rodriguez, and Ed Harris. You can't go wrong with that cast. It is a great cast. And the way that they shot this, and they actually shot it up on a ledge on a building above New York, like 12 stories up for the most part. And like Sam Worthington and Elizabeth Banks actually got up on that ledge. It's amazing, like, the special features on how they filmed it, and, like, the movie. I love this movie. I can't say anything bad about it. I really do. Some people might not, and that's okay. It's a movie that I liked, so I'm, of course, going to recommend it to y'all, but that's Man on Ledge here on 4K. So if you haven't seen it, this is the best way it's going to look, because it looks great. But, yeah. Definitely check this one out if you haven't. And if you have, let me know what you thought of it. Is it as bad as, like, some people say it is? Is it fun like I say it is? Who knows? It's all up to interpretation. But we got 3 more codes and 3 more movies. So, I'm going to give away the next code, and that is the code for Game of Thrones, the 3rd season, right here. And I know I've had, like, Season 4 and Season 3 of Game of Thrones, the last 2 collection updates, different collection updates. I was giving them away, like, you had to follow me on Instagram and then message me for the code. Only one person ever messaged me for Season 5's code, so yeah, I just figured I'd give them away here. And I was going to give away Season 2 anyway, so yeah, but that's Season 3 here on digital copy, so definitely check this out. Add it to your digital library if you haven't already. yeah. Next up, we have a movie that I have been wanting to see since I've seen the trailer of it, starring Sam Elliott, and that is The Man Who Killed Bigfoot and Then Hitler. Or The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot. I had that backwards. It looks like a fun movie, really interesting movie, and the title is really interesting. This is a nice slipcover. It's put out by RLJE Films, same company that put out Brawl in Cell Block 99 and Gavelstone and a couple of other movies that I really loved. And just the slipcover just feels nice, and you do get alternate artwork on the inside that you can flip over. That is really nice. It's a really nice release. I haven't watched the movie. Hopefully it's a good movie, but you know what? It has Sam Elliott in it, so it's at least going to have a lot of charisma. So, yeah, that's The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot. So, next I'm going to give away the code for the 4th season of Game of Thrones, and there it is right there. So yeah, hopefully you guys who haven't seen Game of Thrones, this helps y'all finally watch them, because I know HBO is expensive. So yeah, definitely check Game of Thrones out, and then get caught up, and then watch my reviews as you watch season 8. That would be great. But next up, we have a movie that made it into my top 10 list of last year. I want to say it was number 6, 4, 5. I don't remember what number it was, but that is The Mule here on 4K. I love this movie. I think this is probably my favorite Clint Eastwood movie. Bradley Cooper's in it. It's just a lot of fun and really interesting story, and it's just well acted, well directed. Everything about this movie is just great. But that's The Mule here on 4K. Definitely check this one out if you haven't, especially if you like Clint Eastwood. And it's based off a true story, so that makes it even more interesting. But that's The Mule here on 4K. And then the last movie I have, and then I'll give y'all the last code that I have. And the last movie I have here on 4K Blu-ray Digital Compact is a movie I did see in theaters. I did really enjoy it, and that is Bumblebee. I am a fan of the Transformers movies. I enjoy them for what they are. I think that they have some of the best CGI work. I know people, complain about it being all action, no story. It's messing up Transformers. But you can't tell me that that movie does not have some of the best CGI, in any movie. Like, it's probably the 3rd best movie franchise with CGI. Planet of the Apes, the new ones, is easily the best CGI movies, but, that's honestly up there. I mean, as much work goes into it, you have to give those people credit. It might not be the best movies. They're fun movies, especially if you just like watching action, movies, then they're definitely your movies. But this one is, different than all the other Transformers movies. This one actually has a really good acting. It has a really interesting story. It's a good movie overall. The other Transformers movies, and this is its own thing, so it has nothing to do with those Transformers movies. This is like a reboot. But those Transformers movies, they're a lot of fun. They have interesting story. I've actually enjoyed all of them. I especially loved The Last Night with Mark Wahlberg, the last one that they did, and I wish they would make another one and continue the story, like continue this good, Transformers movie, but then also continue that storyline that they've been working on for years. But Michael Bay's done with them, so I doubt we'll get another one. But yeah, definitely check this one out if you haven't. This is a lot of fun. Even if you don't like those Transformers movies, this is a lot different and its own thing. So check those out. And I'm not saying those Transformer movies are great. I'm just saying I enjoy them. They're just fun movies you can turn your brain off and watch. And when Mark Wahlberg came into it, I think that they got a lot better. Just saying. But yeah, Bumblebee here on 4K, and it looks great on 4K. But that's all the movies that I got, and the last code that I'm going to give away is Dragged Across Concrete. So there it is right there. Like I said, let people know down in the comments that you got this one. Do not be that guy or girl. Don't be that person to just let people keep trying. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Watching this review. I know it's 44 minutes long, but that's because it's not so much I had a lot to go through, it's mainly because of all these codes, and I talked about just about every single fucking movie I got, which hopefully you guys you liked. If you prefer the version of me just running through all of them and not talking about all of them, let me know that down in the comments. But if you like hearing like my little thoughts and opinions about the movies that I've seen, let me know down in the comments, because I can keep doing them this way. And yeah, guys, like I said, I am going to be cutting back on my spending. Probably not too much, but I am going to try at least, you know, slowly try. But next month there's a good bit of new releases coming out, so I will probably have a good bit of movies to show off in the May collection update. I'll try to have some more digital copies for you guys to get. But yeah, comment down below and let me know what you guys picked up this past month. Do you agree with all the pickups that I picked up? Do you think that I wasted some of my money on some of them? Do you agree with my thoughts and opinions on some of them? Let me know that down in the comments. And like I've been saying, links in my description for my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages for the channel. And I also have a Reddit page now for the channel, so you can click on over there, follow me, like and follow me over there, message me on Instagram and Facebook, retweet my tweets, and just see what's going on in my life. Do little updates on Instagram and Facebook. I go live on Instagram every now and again. It's a lot of fun over there. You'll get to see a different side of me and see more of me and my personality. Get to know me a little bit more better. So definitely, follow me over there, especially if you're interested in seeing my journey with moving out of state and going to film school. It'll be a lot of fun to document that over there. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, because it really does help me out. Also share with all your friends, family, everyone that you know, and even people that you don't know. And hit that subscribe button for more awesome content like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.